Good morning. Marvin here, and Bianca will be here momentarily. She's in there, I think, helping get a dog put up. So I'm just going to start without her and see if I can stay out of trouble. It was a beautiful week, so people shouldn't have a lot of excuse not to be out walking their dogs and training on them. They said no rain till like Sunday. Now they're talking about maybe a shower or two this week. They're threatening us with snow the 18th. So that makes a lot of difference here when we get snow. We all kind of enjoy it for the most part. Our feet get a little bit cold going out in the snow, but the dogs sure have a good time hanging out in it. The people coming up and down the mountain don't like it so much. It gets a little slick on the hills out here, but like I said, the dogs enjoy it. So I think we're going to start talking today a little bit about dogs pulling people on a leash. That's one of the, I won't say the worst thing, because or one of the biggest problems that we get, but we do get a lot of dogs that pull on a leash from a puppy, and then they don't get out of it. You know, we got a dog that's like 6 years old, I think, and it would drag you down Saturday, I think it was, or whenever. And now I can walk it, and it does pretty good. Just every once in a while, it'll have a little flashback and try to pull me through a door or something, or if it sees another dog or a piece of ball dog hair flies by or something, it'll try to pull me. But it's doing so much better. But we were talking to someone the other day about it, and Bianca and I, we've talked about it, and I don't know how many numerous times with people. But I think that you set that dog up to succeed or fail or get in trouble or whatever you want to call it when you start getting ready to walk out of the house. Some people are like, you ready to go? Let's go. You want to go? And then they start getting a leash, and then the dog starts doing backflips and cartwheels. And then the people try to get it settled down enough they can get the collar and leash on or whatever they got to do. And then they spend time trying to make it set before they open the door, and then they open the front door, and then the dog barges out, and they're like, we'll deal with it later. And they go ahead and try to get the dog in the car and get to where they're going, or go on their walk, or whatever the case is. But there's so many times that's what I feel gets people in so much trouble with their dogs. We got a new girl that works here, Reagan, I think's her name. And she came in with her big old dog yesterday for me to meet excuse me, see if she could start bringing it up and stuff when she works. And I didn't see her come in with the dog, but Bianca told me that she's like, holy crap, that dog walked on loose leash all the way in the barn. And I'm like, really? And so I got up here, I don't know, a couple hours after Reagan did, and she went and showed me her dog. And she got out of the kennel. It didn't jump on me. It didn't pull on her. I had her let it come over, say hi to me, and the dog just, I mean, it's unreal. We trained her mom's dog, I don't know, a while back, a year or 2 or 5, I don't even know. But I think Reagan just took that and ran with it, you know. I mean, her dog behaves. She uses an e-collar. She had a pinch collar on it. When I seen her with the dog, what little bit I seen her with it, she didn't even need to use it, you know, because she did use it when she started. And I think that's one of the harder things for people to understand is they ask, well, how long do I have to use the e-collar? My e-collar got to be on my dog forever? I don't know that answer, you know. I don't know that there is a real answer to that question. I think, yeah, left my dog laying out here in the round pen on a dog bed earlier. I was training dogs, and I actually just remembered it. Bianca's coming to join us. We're live without you, Bianca.
Okay.
But I brought Bear out here earlier when we were training because he was out in the side pen, and I put him in the round pen and put him on a bed. And I thought he was laying in the sunshine. Nancy said he wasn't, but he's laying out there, and I forgot about him, and he's still laying out there waiting on me. He's like, hey, man, I can come in the office, you know, with the heat's on, laying around if you want. But it's just Bianca, to catch you up, we're talking about leash pulling dogs and how cool Reagan did, you said yesterday when she came in with her dog.
You don't even understand it.
And, you know, that's my biggest thing is I feel that Reagan done her homework, and she done it seriously, you know, and she followed through with it long enough that her dog's cool.
Yeah, she's kind of different too. She's not the normal, I have a dog for it to be on the couch all the time.
Yeah.
Feed it cheeseburgers all the time.
But it sounds like she goes out and has a lot of fun with her dog.
Yeah, she got a dog to have a dog.
Yeah, and she does stuff with it, and she just, for whatever reason, I say it's because maybe her mom came here a year or 2 or 10 ago or whatever, and Reagan learned something even though she wasn't here, and she just took it and ran with it. And I think she said she walks all 3 dogs, and I think they all 3 mind her dog and her parents' dog.
I believe her.
And it's just, it's funny in a way how well she has succeeded. And she hasn't been here. I don't know where she learned. I don't think she's been to a trainer. I don't know if she...
Yes, she has. She went through a training program.
Here or somewhere else? Somewhere else. And she must have really followed something.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty cool to see how well mannered her dog is. But she expects that.
That's what I mean. She's different.
Yes.
She wants her dog to behave. That's not something very common.
No, an expectation.
Well,
her expectation.
People want their dog to behave, but they don't want to do what you do to get them to.
Yes. And expect it to work. She expects her dog to be good when she gets it out of the kennel. When I seen her put the leash on it, she expects her dog to be good. And it's fun to see that. And a lot of our clients have that. You know, we see a lot of our clients that have the same thing. But they put the work in, you know, and that's one of the harder things sometimes is for people to understand if you put that work and effort in up front, you don't have to do it for 15 years. Your dog, once in a while, like yourself, you know, you talk about relaxing a little bit too much with your dogs or something. But then whenever you decide just to step it up, it literally minutes.
Yeah, I told Mariah the other day, it's so stupid. It took me 3 days to get my whole pack back in order.
Yeah. But the thing is you have choices to do that. You can either dread it, hate it, or be mad about it. Or when I see you doing it anyway, you're kind of trying to have fun with it, you know? And if you're aggravated at anything, I think you're aggravated at yourself because you let it slack. Mm-hmm. But still, it don't take nothing. And they're not even in trouble, really, compared to most people's standards. Most people would be tickled to death to have the dogs as bad as yours was because they're so good still. But when you step your game up a little bit, the dogs just fall back into place. And because they know the rules, they know the drill. They just take a little bit, I won't even say advantage. They're
not even being manipulative.
No, they just enjoy the relaxation of that could be a turd for a day or two. And mom catches on, and then we got to step back up to our game. But until then.
And stepping up my game is like, for me, it's more like a little bit of meditation and not so much, let's go, 100 miles an hour, through the doors, through the gates, let's go. Yeah. I make the client dogs wait and be patient and follow rules and be hooked up to me, and my dogs, I'm like, get out of my way, go.
And that's
and then I go have fun with them, but I'm like working. We got to go.
You know, the only people here that don't do that kind of seems like makes their dogs mind. I'm not talking about you, Irene. Make them mind all the time almost. Do you know who?
Who?
There's only really one that just, their dog seems, from my perspective, just follows the program. And that's Coda. Because I never see Coda, when they let Coda out in the barn, you don't hear Coda, 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 Coda. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because
I would completely and wholly agree that Coda is the best behaved staff dog and that Heather follows the rules and boundaries the most consistently.
Yes.
But I also think part of that is who Coda is.
Well, that's what I was fixing to say.
Okay.
Just stay on top of his training.
Yeah.
And I don't know that.
Well,
though.
no,
Heather
he
may
would
do a lot more of that.
certainly get in some form of trouble, but
But like Mari does, she'll be like, oh man, I could be crazy right now,
yeah.
And I don't see Coda doing that. And
Coda only shows those things when put in situations that he's more motivated for. He's not really motivated to run through doors.
right,
He's not really motivated to jump,
he's just not. He's just
punch,
chilling.
kick, drop kick,
And that's
roughhousing dogs.
that's what I was telling Mickey this morning. Come out and train with us for a few minutes, and we were talking because she had Rocky out, the little mouthy pup, and I had Moose, the little English lab, right?
Yeah.
And when you go to get a dog, like me right now, if I went to get a dog, I would probably get more of the dog like Moose is. It just wants to lay around and sleep. Versus a dog like Charlie.
Rocky has a lot more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wants to, but I'm talking like the lab line.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're, like me, like I said, I don't want to go do a whole lot.
Moose the puppy has way less energy than Charlie the 7 or 8 year old.
Yes. Yes, even as a puppy. Can you imagine how chill it is? And remember, what's the dog that comes here, the yellow lab that I recommended to people not get an e-collar? The English lab.
Sadie.
Sadie.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the same way. Mm-hmm. When we met them, they didn't know if they could keep her because she was so
crazy.
wound up.
Yeah.
Just like Moose was a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. And man, it didn't take Sadie nothing just to be like, dude, I'll just chill. And I don't even know if she gets in trouble with those people. I don't know that I've talked to them for a year or so.
Yeah.
But she just chills. Either it don't matter. And Moose is the same way. But when you get these higher drive, higher energy kind of dogs, they have more of a tendency to get themselves in trouble unless you keep enough structured training and exercise in their programs, Mm-hmm. But Coda's getting a little bit older. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's Coda, 4, 5.
I don't know, 3 or 4. But he's just the things that would make him crazy is like a squirrel running through the barn.
Yeah.
Or a monster truck.
Yeah. 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 But it's funny to see the
Not
difference.
to discredit the work Heather does, I still would put her in the position of employee dog of the month.
Yes.
I think she's really, really.
And she just came to
strict
me
with
and asked
stuff.
me the other day about letting him start hanging out more out of the crate and off the place and with the kids. And
well, that's the thing. She came to you, the
and I told
professional,
her I
to
would.
ask.
Yeah, I would let
even
him
though
start.
she's got loads of dog knowledge now.
Yeah, I told her I'd start letting him have a little bit more freedom and watch him and don't let him get too carried away. And I would watch the kids and the husband and everybody and see who he's starting to feel like he's entitled to them letting him do stuff.
And she has made that observation.
She has, yeah. And I would start just working on that and making sure it all works. Bear's setting up. He's like, hey, man, I need to come in there, Bear, or Brett. But it's just really hard to see the people get the higher energy dogs and not understanding it, what causes it. It's like somebody that wants to get a border collie to go win trials and gather wild cows out of the brush. But all they're going to do is lay around on the couch and go work a little bit and make the dog hang out with them.
Right.
It just doesn't fit that kind of program, But for me, sometimes if you put the time and the work and the thought into it, like you and Rebel. Rebel's doing a lot better now that you've changed a few things than what you do at Rebel. And Rebel's a pretty high drive. Another 10, 15 years she'll slow down a little bit, but I don't know if she will before then. Because that dog is just a ball of energy that's ready to go to work. And she don't even care what it is. She's just as happy running through the woods chasing a squirrel as she is working a cow. Mm-hmm. Or following a side-by-side now, I guess,
She runs laps in the yard. I've taught her to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, go run around the yard.
She's like, laps. Yes, okay, I'm stoked. Same lap every day, love it.
Yeah, it's just funny how dogs can change. Hey, Brett, would you open the door and holler at Bear?
With her, though,
just have him come here and I'll make him come over and lay down.
Bear, come.
Bear.
With Rebel.
Sorry about that whistle if it came over.
I don't think
Bear, come.
anyone. Well, I shouldn't say anyone, never say never, but very few people have made more mistakes than I have.
Well, but you got a lot of dogs.
But even with just one, per dog, even. I have made so many mistakes with Rebel. I made all the mistakes with Scout. And the only thing that's brought me to a spot where I'm really super proud of all 4 of my dogs.
Bear.
And that I can have 4 and manage it is that I keep, each time I make some sort of mistake or fall off, I come back and I do it again. And then I get a little better.
And that's one of the biggest things for me with people and their dogs and training their dogs and having a better dog. And me and Mickey talked about it this morning with that Rocky pup. Because he would just drag you down, he wanted to sniff everything and just pull, because he kind of thinks that's what he's supposed to do. And I told her the object is not to make the dog heel perfectly right now. It's just to try to get him to quit pulling on the leash so hard. And I don't know, 20 minutes out there playing with them. I call it playing, we were training, I guess. But she actually had him kind of healing a little bit. And then once he just quit fighting the leash and pulling on the leash and stuff, we gave him a few minutes, and then we put him and Moose both up, and Nancy had a dog, and Heather, I guess we put up 4 dogs at the same time. But it's really amazing the difference in those dogs and how quickly it can change them from trying to drag you down to giving up. And she didn't even have, I don't know, that dog got here, Saturday? I read my glasses on.
Well,
here.
I can say it out loud now that you're taking a break. I didn't mean to interrupt what you're saying. Chuck is a Lake Bay Doodle. We're a Lake Bay Doodle. How many dogs do we need to gather to have a class over in Washington State? If not, can you make a class for Lake Bay Labradoodle on Saturday? We have missed many opportunities to join a class. Where in Washington? There's this company called the Laundry Limo. They're watching right now.
So this is one of...
I follow them. They pick up your laundry, and they wash it, and they bring it back.
That's what you need?
I know.
I always hear you dreading going over to do laundry. So it's one of Valerie's dogs?
Yeah. But he won't go unless Marvin tells him he can. Bear, go.
Where's he going?
Bear, go.
Was I take him outside?
Are you going to let
He's
him?
okay.
Is he fine to go outside?
Well, yeah, if you want to take him. Go ahead, Bear.
Come on, Bear.
They're trying to steal my dogs.
Auburn? Where's Auburn? Like Tacoma-ish? Bellevue?
Bellevue, more Bellevue.
Yeah.
So how old is your dog?
A couple years, I think. I followed this one.
So why don't she just come here for a clinic?
Well, that would, of course, be an option. She said she's missed many, and that wasn't her question. Her question was how many dogs for a Washington seminar.
Well, we said 8 to 10, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of our goal to try to do them.
The thing is, though, if you can't get 8 to 10, you just pay more per person.
And I think at our, I've done so many different clinics, seminars, I guess they call them.
If everyone's willing to spend $500, you can have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
But if you get 6 to 10, it's a lot less expensive. We charge like $1,500 to $2,000.
The best clinics that I've done, and most people won't do them. I don't even understand why. I really don't understand.
The 2 days.
Well, that or one day, do 2 hours, take an hour break, do 2 hours.
Yeah.
Take an hour break and then do 2 hours. Or the last ones we done like 2 hours, took an hour break, and then done 3 hours and went home.
Yeah.
And they're so fun because you can get, not always, but a a lot of times you can get a dog that won't heal in that amount of time, and a dog that'll place, and a dog that'll recall if you have a spot to do it, you know.
Yeah. If you tell me a Saturday that works, I would say after February because we get a lot of snow.
Unless you want to come here.
No, that's what she's saying is that
she'll
would come for
here.
a Saturday class. We like to do the traveling clinics too, so you
we do,
have
for
both
sure.
options. If you tell me a Saturday, then we can almost always make that Saturday that you're available work, and then we can advertise it for Valerie's other clients and build it up here. So
Especially
if you
if
send
it's-
us an email, office@marvinpiercedogteacher.com with some Saturdays that work for you, like in March, we could plan a February one, but it's just risky because we get a lot of snow.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've never seen a day that I couldn't get off the mountain unless it was an ice storm. There's been a couple times.
That doesn't mean we want clients driving.
Well,
up
no,
on
but
it.
I mean, if you have 4-wheel drive and you live in the mountains, you like to drive in the snow, it's not as big a deal. But
if they're driving all the way from Auburn,
and they're talking the 18th, we might start getting some snow. So, which means we might get it today. Who knows? But either way, there or here, the biggest thing is with traveling to do a clinic is you need to have some kind of
fenced
covered
in
area, ideally, because,
fenced in.
What?
I said fenced in.
Yeah, a fenced area is really
Yeah.
nice too, but have a covered area in case it is raining or something. People can.
That's a Marvin retirement program.
Yeah, we've done both. We've done them out in the pouring
He's
down
worked
rain
in the pouring
in
rain.
Mississippi. I mean,
Good for you for starting to have some
raining across the
well-earned.
Hey, do you see my dog? I let him come here where the heat was.
Oh, I know.
You see me petting doodles now?
I do. Hey, that was one of my topics I wanted to talk about today.
Uh-oh.
And I want to be careful. I don't want to say it too much because then other trainers will figure it out. But there's so much hate for doodles.
Well, there kind of is for me too, in a way. People don't like me. And it's because I'm really cool. They just don't know it. Doodles are the same way, you know. If people would get to know them.
That's why Marvin likes doodles now.
Yeah. I'm changing. You know, I have never, and I mean anyone who knows me will have to agree that I've never
They have to.
dissed. Yeah, it has to. I've never dissed or hated any dog breed. You know, the doodles are boring for me. I've always said that. You know, and if they're older, they're for a year and a half, 2, 3, 4 years old, and they're really ornery, they're a lot more fun for me than the little puppies.
Well, yeah, you get bored because they don't fight.
Well,
bite you.
they just they just try to be nice.
They
if you,
learn really quickly.
if
They're super.
It's just like Moose
super
right now.
teachable.
Moose right now, he's a lab, and I still train on these dogs, so don't nobody think I don't. But like Moose right now, he's been here 3 days, and he's cool. He'll heal for me pretty good.
Mariah said, "Did Marvin just compare himself to a doodle?"
Some people need to be working.
Mariah's off today.
She needs to be doing something, doing laundry or something.
Jeez.
But no, it's just the fact that people don't understand. I was talking to someone the other day, and they're probably going to be on here. They're going to be like watching me because they're afraid I'm going to steal Truman. I think it was them. We were talking about the doodles were kind of created to be a lap dog, you know.
Totally. Their purpose is companionship.
But
Yeah.
it's just like people don't understand, I think, that it doesn't matter what breed of dog you have. If you don't do some consistent training and be a pack leader, you probably are not going to, and some people do, you know, but you're most likely not going to end up with that cool lap dog that you could take anywhere and do anything with. It doesn't matter what breed of dog it is.
And because you got a doodle, it doesn't mean that they're a teddy bear that does not have predatory dog instinct.
Yeah, Truman he thinks he can whip a 150-pound dog, and he only weighs, what, 8
This
pounds?
tall, like from the table to here.
Yeah, he thinks he can whip anything.
Mad
And
predatory.
he does, and we need to get that out of him a little better.
And
They might have to sell him to
also, you got a doodle, but I know a lot of pit bulls that are better couch potatoes than doodles
Well,
are.
yes.
That they like
they
to
are.
live. They like to play. They like to get their exercise in. And it might look differently. You're not taking them to do bite sports and agility. You could, but to do agility and dock diving and all sorts of high drive cow dog moving, duck hunting things. But they're still dogs and they still have energy to expend.
Any of these dogs, that little Truman and Daphne. I see you in here the other day with them both on loose leash, heeling right by your leg,
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if we're ready to go into downtown with 100 dogs lunging at them, because Truman might go Cujo.
It would be a training event, not a coffee walk.
Yeah, because I just don't know how good Truman would do with that. Here he does really
they're
good.
So much better.
They are,
think
both of
they're
them are.
very close to being able to handle that. Daphne hardly is even.
Yeah, she don't care. She'll just go
Truman is
hang.
still, he's like ready.
Yeah, I heard him out there the other day, yesterday, the day before. Truman. He was trying to get to a dog.
A 100-pound German Shepherd.
Yeah,
he
he
wants to
wanted-
look. Yeah.
And so I heard him out there hollering at him, and I went to look, but I couldn't see him. He was too short. But it's just the fact that it doesn't matter what breed of dog you have. If you put in the homework when they're a puppy and guide them in the right direction, which you're doing with a lot of pups right now, different breeds here.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can end up with. But at the same time, for me, I could take a dog like Moose, Charlie, the big yellow lab, Rocky. And in a few days, I can normally have those dogs being so good it's not even real. But I train dogs every day, and that makes a lot of difference versus the owner. Or even with those 3 dogs, if you just went to try to fill their tummy up with treats, they would probably be halfway good for the treat, but they wouldn't just give up.
I think they'd be halfway good with the treat, but then they'd be way worse with
When their tummy got full. Yeah, they'd be ready to go. And I think that's what makes a lot of difference with them. But here, I've been getting a lot of slack because I've been hanging out. Truman's been hanging out with me on the couch and stuff. It's pretty fun to see how bad that hurts some people. That I'm having fun with it. With me.
Oh yeah, he's getting a little.
Yeah, getting a little attention. Heather said I need to start running him around on the farm, letting him work the cow or
So this
something.
is probably my favorite comment of the morning. Good morning. I just wanted to share that Laszlo came to the bus stop with me and my son today and did great. Thank you so much. That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's the lady.
Yeah. Oh, she took him?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was hoping that you would, and your son would come back. Well, your husband too, of course, but would come back so we could get him to being good with you. But it sounds like he's doing good with you now, so that's pretty awesome. We've got your
Charlie.
Anyway, Charlie's here. He's gonna be cool. Hopefully, you all live, excuse me, close enough to Ron that you can help him with Charlie when he gets home. And if you're on here, I'm assuming you're still here, but we'd like to invite you for a free lesson or two with Charlie, if you want.
Ron wants
yeah,
to.
if Ron would.
Yeah.
So y'all could come up and see how cool Charlie is, and maybe help Ron, even after Charlie goes home, get him under control. And it'd be really cool if Laszlo and Charlie could become buddies and
They
hang
probably
out.
could. She said, I walk him every day. He's doing amazing. That just is so cool because that dog was scared of his own farts.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
He
and
was
they
so
couldn't
cute.
even really. She couldn't even handle him at all.
Yeah.
So it's so rewarding to see that he's turning out so cool.
That's really cool.
Because he wasn't that cool when he got here. I don't remember anybody that just fell in love with him. But by the time he left, everybody liked him because everybody handled him, and he changed so much. But he wasn't always easy to read, you know. And
Yeah.
by the time he left, I just call it he was just a dog. And
The first time I really saw his personality come out was when I took him out with Rumor.
yeah,
Because he like got to be a puppy
Yeah.
for a minute. Yeah.
and that makes a lot of difference with these dogs when they can go hang with good dogs. And well, Rumor ain't a great dog yet, but she's a pretty cool puppy, and she got energy. She still gets in trouble. You can tell the dog, like now, I don't hear rumor no more in the kennels. And I thought maybe they sold her, but I seen her, she was still in here the other day, so she's still around. But whenever that goes from a dog name like 100 times during turnout, you know, to 75 to 50 to 25, and then once or twice, you know they're getting somewhere.
75.
Maybe 100. Rebel's name is not Rebel, it's Rebel.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different. That's Bianca's dog. But no, it is so rewarding to hear the dogs, any dog, it doesn't matter what dog it is that goes home, you know. And like I told somebody out here the other day, you know, some people says I'm a prick, but normally and it's very few that do it, you know, and it's just because I feel those people can't follow maybe anything, you know. I mean, they can't follow our program because they don't want to put the effort into it, you know, and they don't want to learn to get their dog to respect them. Some people think that your dog can't share a cheeseburger literally with you, or sit on your couch, or sleep on your bed, or ride in the front seat of your truck. My dogs could do any one of those, and so could Bianca's, huh?
A lot of our clients' dogs
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
So you could get there, but you just kind of got to, like I said, you got to earn it, you know. If you get your dog too entitled before you get the leadership, you can still do it. You know, that's what we do every day. And dogs will change a lot better than humans, you know. The dogs are a lot more forgiving, you know. Some people, if you hurt their feelings, it takes years for them to get over it. You hurt a dog's feelings, hell, sometimes they're over it in 2 minutes if you get a tennis ball out or something. And then as soon as you're done with the tennis ball, they don't go back to, oh, you're mean. You know, they're like, hey, let's go play again. You get time, let me know. You know, they're not like grudge holding them. Not true with all dogs. I think some dogs will remember a year later and see and still not like you. But the majority of the time, the dogs are a lot easier to get over it than the humans.
Did
Bianca,
you see the video I posted this morning of Scout?
crossing the creek?
No, he was ready to get up. And I was
Oh.
like, no, we're sleeping in. And he laid down, but he was And then I said, you ready to get up? And he was like, off the bed, like faker.
This is Jody's damn cat. Yesterday morning, got up like 4 o'clock in the morning, come over to my side of the bed. Mad wanted me. No, it was 6 o'clock. It was like maybe Saturday morning, Saturday morning. It wanted me to get out of bed.
Because you're probably the one that does.
Well, I know it was too late, but it didn't want outside.
Yeah, but it gets attention from you when it demands it.
No, I didn't. I just finally got up and went in the living room. Well, I went and brushed my teeth and combed my hair.
Probably wanted you out of the bed.
It did, literally.
He got what he wanted.
Yeah, it tells Jody when to go to bed now. It tells me when to get up. I was like, holy shit, man. My freaking wife cat got me trained. But it is, and it's that way with dogs, like you said. You know, they get on a routine of things, and if you're trying to be lazy one morning and sleep in, that's what I told somebody the other day, and I don't know if they could really believe it, but I told them just because you get up don't mean you have to instantly let your dog outside. You can brush your teeth and wash your face, comb your hair, use the bathroom, and then let your dog out, you know. I mix it up with Rio when I let her out, because I'm getting nicer, I think, in my old age, but if I get up like at 4, I don't go let her out. I let her sleep in until 5:30 or 6 before I let her out. So, we got any questions or comments on here, Bianca?
Not anymore.
You know, we're going to be at the Sportsman Show this year. We're going to have a booth there. If any of you follow us on here and don't meet us, haven't ever met us, and would like to come by and say hi, you're welcome to come by our booth. I don't remember our booth number, space, but it's in the, I'm assuming it's in
We're
the
going to
program.
advertise it. So
Yeah.
it'll be up, yeah.
But you're welcome to come by and see us. I was thinking of working with a dog or two there, but we can't have dogs to come through. Dogs can't go in the building, I guess, unless they're being demo dogs. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about us working with a dog yet or not, if we're going to, or if we can. I feel that we can, but I have to check with them. If we have somebody that wants to bring their dog in for us to train on while we're there, because I get bored pretty easily at those things. Because I'll be either out shopping or sleeping somewhere in my booth, waiting for something to happen, some dog to get loose and come running through the business facility. I seen on the news this morning they had a calf running down the freeway the other day on 84. That's pretty fun. So Bianca, if you don't,
The one where they were chasing it with 4-wheelers.
no, they was just walking behind this one.
There was one I almost sent you the other day that was like, they should have had a dog.
Yeah, they had a halter on it. Somebody did. It was their pet, I
They
guess.
chased it into the highway with 4-wheelers.
Oh,
They couldn't
This
get
one?
ahead of it. And I was
they
like,
should have got a
"Dog
better
did it."
4-wheeler.
Yeah. No.
So Bianca, you got anything you want to add? I think we'll just bail.
Yeah, let's go out in the sun.
Huh?
Let's get out of that building and go out.
Yeah, sunshine. Let's go do something.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. And thanks a lot and have a great week. Enjoy the sun. Get your dogs out and play with them.